FY25, if I'm right.
Right.
Sorry, FY26, 26, right?
FY26, yeah.
Yeah. So, out of those manufacturing and service, how much would be the in-house we will be using for our captive consumption, and how much that would be for third party?
So my current estimate is that 25 to 30% will be in-house and balance will be outsourced.
Okay. And we are targeting around 30% top line growth in FY25, which takes us to somewhere around 205 crores. And right now we are somewhere around 80 crores. So we would be 85 crores. So we would be in H1 we did 85 crores and around 8% EBITDA margin. And considering your guidance of 12 to 13% EBITDA margin, we need to do in H2 around 120 crores with 15 to 16% EBITDA margin. So what gives you confidence that we'll be able to make in second half 16% EBITDA margin?
The orders in hand.
Okay, so the orders in hand will help us.
Yeah.
And second thing, your long-term guidance of 500 crores, which you have been stating for last 2 years, what we have seen is that there has been fluctuation in EBITDA margins that you were targeting. Like in last calls, you were confident of doing 14 to 15% EBITDA margin, and in your remark, in this remark, you have said 10% margin. Is that PAT level or is this EBITDA level?
No, so this is for the long term with 500 crores revenue in financial year 28. I'm saying the EBITDA margin should be in the range of 10% at that time. And this is a cautious approach. I don't want to be, giving a number which is difficult to reach. I don't know, I cannot say today what kind of exact margins we will be able to make at that point in time. So it's a bit of caution which I have put there by stating that yes, we should be doing EBITDA of 10%.
Okay. Like we have lowered that by 400 to 500 basis point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. That was from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a follow-up question from Siddhartha from CapRice. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. So just one more question from my end. So there has been a recent change in management. So how are we looking at it? So has there been any paradigm changes as far as company's operations are concerned?
Look, we have we have promoted our marketing head to be the deputy CEO of the company. That's the change. I think that's what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a natural progression and promotion. We hired a CEO who has left us in March. So we are looking for a replacement to him, and it is a process for that.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's it from my end, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Next question comes from Rajesh S., an individual investor. Please go ahead. A repeat question comes from Rajesh S. Please go ahead. There is no response. Next question comes from Sumit Chopra, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Sumit.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hello.
So this is regarding the interference mitigation solution itself. In last quarter, like you said, you were waiting for the operator, a bigger operator, to conclude a deal as it was getting included as a part of other big network deal. So I just wanted to
Right.
know, were you referring to the Vodafone Idea deal of 30,000 crore which they have just signed with Nokia, Ericsson and Samsung? If yes, does this means we haven't got any order from this deal?
No. So this was for Airtel, because the trials have been done for Airtel. Airtel has also concluded a deal with Ericsson, Nokia, and Samsung, if you got to know. And post that deal finalization with these operators, we expected to have closure of our deal. So that's for what we are waiting for.
So that option is still under pipeline, or everything
Yes,
has been closed now?
No, it is under pipeline. It is under pipeline.
Okay. And sir, a few quarters back, we were very positive on the BSNL 4G deployment. If I can recall correctly, in some of the quarter, we were expecting a 100 crore run rate in the past. So,
Yeah.
in past also, we have supplied some parts to the Tejas. So, sir, recently there have been news that Tejas have deployed approximately 25,000 sites for BSNL 4G. So, are we supplying any product there, or any major order that we are expecting from BSNL going forward?
Yeah. So we are supplying to Tejas currently the products for which we had made an announcement, I think, more than a year back. So that supplies are going still to Tejas for BSNL project. And we didn't have much success as of now for other products there. The price has been very competitive as they asked. So someone asked, if it is a L1 deal. So yeah, there we were doing L1 deals, and we didn't want to compromise much on our margins, so we have not picked it up. That's how it is. So in a market there are a lot of opportunities, but then we need to ultimately decide which one to pick, which one not to pick, and still achieving our targets. So that's where we are.
So just to conclude that, sir, this Tejas 1 lakh site which we were expecting earlier, so this currently is not now in our plate. We don't want to, because of the margin, we don't want to go ahead with this.
Yes.
Okay.
We are doing some business there where we are able to secure our margins. So that's the position.
Okay. And sir, just one last thing, like my previous to me, one participant was also asking regarding the same. So like in previous quarter, we have guided for 14-15% EBITDA margin, and in this current quarter, we have reduced it to 12-13%. So sir, what exactly has changed in a period of 3 months that has make us to reduce the guidance by 2-3%?
Look, there is we are seeing raw material costs going up slightly, and customer is not increasing the prices accordingly. Mobile operators are very tough to go and ask for increase in price, and that is what has impacted us to take this call of slightly reducing the expected EBITDA.
Okay. So that has changed us to give 28 guidance to more conservative side of 10%, I believe.
Right.
Okay. Thanks for the opportunity, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from Eamon Kadilkar from HK Finance. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Kadilkar.
Yeah. So thanks for giving me an opportunity. So I would like to understand the opportunity size that we are looking for. That's the first question. And the second question is, like, imagine like whatever is the cost for putting a one tower. So what percentage of that particular cost are we targeting with our products?
Mr. Kadilkar, I didn't get your point. What you're saying, what kind of opportunity we are looking at. So
what is the market size we are looking for, with this particular kind of set of products that we have? So what is the total market size that we are looking for? Like, what is the total market size of these kind of products?
Okay. So look, our biggest product so far is our active DAS product. And globally, if you look at it, it is a market size of few $1 billion.
Okay.
That's the global market size, which it has. And the good news is that we have recently picked up on this market. So Lucknow Airport was our first successful project of active DAS, which has been implemented, commissioned, handed over, about 6 months back. Following that success, we have got 3 large airport projects now. One is Noida Airport, second one is Mumbai Airport, and third is Navi Mumbai Airport. So this is a very good direction that we have received in this huge market segment, I'll say. And this is the area where we will be growing in the coming future. A lot of development efforts will be going on in this direction, and we'll be expanding in this market. Second one is digital repeaters that we have, which is again active product, which is there. So that market is also there, but it's not as big as DAS product. And then our remaining products, which are classified as passive products, which includes antennas, or which includes splitters, couplers, IBS accessories, or network accessories. That market is relatively small to cater for, and that's within India. That is something like maybe 500 crores market annually, around that number.
Okay. And are we looking at any capex in future?
We are putting capex in SMT line. So that should be concluded in Q4 this financial year.
So what is the cost of that particular capex, and what is the revenue opportunity that we are looking from that?
So that capex of that, we are taking at about 10 crores.
Okay.
And the opportunity for that is, as we see, it can take us to somewhere like 150 crores, 200 crores revenue from that capex.
Okay. So that's all from my end, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from Rohit Kumar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Rohit.
Yeah. First of all, good evening, everyone. And I have basically 2 questions. The first one is my question is, management is expecting around 30% growth for FY25, and after 2 quarters, for this current quarter, the revenue is around 80 crores. And to achieve of 30% growth revenue, for around which is you have guided around 30% for the current fiscal year 25. That will be revenue which is around maybe 200 crores. So how confident we are to get 120 crore revenue in next coming quarters, the next 2 quarters?
Rohit, we are pretty confident to achieve it. And as someone has already asked what gives us that confidence, then our open order book gives us that confidence that we can achieve it.
So mostly maybe, maybe in the next coming 2 quarters, maybe we are expecting around 60-65 per quarter, 60-65 crore per quarter.
Yeah. So we had 110 crores of open order book at September end. And after that, we received another large order of 16 crores. So which, as of today, it makes us our order book in excess of 126 crore. Right? So we are pretty confident that we.
So that all will be completed in this FY.
Yes.
Okay. The second question is the EBITDA margin for the last 2 quarters was around 8% EBITDA margin for the last 2 quarters,
Right.
this Q1 and Q2. But your guidance says for 25 we will be around 12 to 13%.
Right.
So it means margin expansion will happen. Margin expansion will going to happen forward. So can you elaborate on this margin side, like how you're gonna get the margin expansion and why there is so much volatility in this your margin? Sometimes we get around 12, 13, sometimes we get 8. So can you briefly explain all these things?
Right. So Rohit, to answer your first question, look, we have increased our fixed costs in last quarter because the work has already started to deliver these large projects, and accordingly the costs have gone up. So last quarter, if you see, the manpower cost has increased, whereas revenues are same, right? In the coming quarters, the revenue is going to be much higher, but the fixed cost will remain same. Okay. So going by the simple logic, since the fixed cost is going to remain same and revenues are going to be up, the margin percentages will be much higher, and that's the reason why we'll be averaging out to 12 to 13% EBITDA.
Okay, so on average we'll be getting around 12 to 13% for the next coming quarters.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a follow-up question comes from Rogan Patel from Turtle Capital. Please go.
Hello. Yeah. I just heard that you said that SMT line can generate a revenue between 150 crore to 200 crore for us, which can, like from that 150 to 200 crore, can you explain us, like what would be the customer profile and product profile that we are going to cater to?
Look, our focus will remain as telecom products only. And the SMT line, this revenue which I mentioned will not be just a SMT process revenue, but SMT process is going to be enabler for the business. So it will be not just SMT business, it will be box making business. That's what we are aiming for. Yeah. So and the product are going to be mainly focused on telecom products.
So can you share a few of these telecom products, like what would they be, like to understand the margins and to like where is the value chain certain products fall?
Right. So telecom products like Wi-Fi routers or ONTs and similar stuff, or maybe SFPs.
SFPs.
Yeah.
And who are who will be our final customers? Will that be this like normally our network operators?
So it will be both network operators, ISPs, distributors. So they are all the probable customers.
Okay. That was from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. Next question comes from Janesha, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Thank you for the opportunity. I want to understand the market size in India for this active dash solution for 5G, which we have started.
Right. So thanks, Dinesha. Look, active dash solution is required for all the airports and all the metros and all the large venues that are there. In India, we are expecting 200 new airports to be coming in next 4 to 5 years. And on the existing airports as well, there is a technology upgrade required because at all these airports, the technology was implemented few years back, and it has become old now, and it needs at minimum it needs is a 5G upgrade. So we are expecting that it definitely is a market which is like, which runs into 400-500 crores market annually. It has that potential. It's just that, it's opening up now, and yeah, we should be there.
Okay. And who are our potential domestic competitor in this active dash?
As I mentioned, there are companies like, Pros is there. There is Solid, which is Pros is from China, Solid is from Korea. There is Amphenol, which is American.
Is there any domestic competitor we have?
Yeah, there is a domestic competitor by the name Cellcom, which is there, who brings it from China again in a SKD form and supplies.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what was our R&D spend last year, and what we are going to spend R&D for this year?
I don't have a ready figure with me right now, but it was approximately in the range of 2.5 to 3 crores, I think.
Okay. And for this year?
This year also it should be in the similar range.
Okay. What is our current capacity utilization as of now, and how we are going to see the capacity utilization in Q2, Q3, Q4 and next financial year?
So it again depends on, product to product. But the way we operate is, in terms of capacity, you need space, you need machinery, you need manpower. So we have space. We have built our new factory, so which has a lot of space. So we have no space constraint. In terms of utilization, you can say we are still utilizing only 50 to 60% of it. Second is machines. So machines or tools, we have enough. We are currently operating in single shift operations with enough manpower. So if we take into 3-shift operation, then right now, our utilization is maybe 35-40%.
Okay, understood. So if you are targeting to reach at 500 crores revenue, what I understood is we don't need to do major capex on this. Only what we have to do is we have to increase shift from 1 shift to 3 shift. Is this the right understanding?
Yes, you are right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a follow-up question from Raj from Arjav Partners. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Raj.
I wanted to know that what exactly is this active dash solution?
Raj, what happens, like, let's consider airport. So you are at Mumbai airport, and at Mumbai airport you need a mobile signal, right? And all the parts of airport wherever you are going. So what happens is, the way that mobile signal is made available in every nook and corner of the airport is through active DAS system. Mobile operator, so there is a hub room that is created. In the hub room, all the mobile operators bring their equipment, their BTS, for different bands and different technologies. They are housed there, and the signal of each of these BTS gets plugged into our DAS system, which then kind of, multiplex that signal and takes it to different corners of the airport. So this is how it is used.
Understood. And sir, apart from this active dash, what all new products are you working on, and are you planning to launch in FY26?
Look, we are primarily, coverage-focused company, and our coverage solutions are not going to be limited to just mobile technologies or mobile operators. But we are also providing these solutions for public safety networks which are used like Tetra networks used by police and wireless or fire brigade or ambulances. Or there is another, VHF network which is being used by railways. So we are, we already have those solutions which we are supplying, and we are developing further on those solutions. That's where our focus is, and that's where we see, our expertise is.
Yes. Hello. Just 3-4 months back, I read an article about
Yes.
BSNL. So they are coming up with around 80,000 sites or something like that. So are we expected to get any orders from that?
So look, that is a old news. Half of it is already done, and it's done through TCS and Tejas. So we are, as I explained to earlier asked question, there are lot of things to be supplied there, and we have picked up things where we could ensure some margins. Those have been picked up, and we are supplying that.
All right, understood. And sir, for FY26, do you have any figure in mind? Like for FY25, I expect it to grow around 35%.
Right.
And for FY26, can we expect a similar growth rate, lower or slightly higher, anything near that?
We definitely, aim to grow by 20 to 30% in FY26 as well.
All right, yeah. And sir, regarding the capex, I just skipped a point. Is it an SMP line? What exactly is this?
It's a SMT line. It's like, machine, pick and place machine also they call it, where on a PCB, which is a bare PCB, this machine places the different components, like resistors, capacitors or ICs, and kind of solder it by machine automatically and builds a populated PCB.
All right. And from that SMT line, we are expecting sales of around 150 to 200 crores at peak.
That's the potential which it has. It's a part of investment to achieve that through EMS service.
All right. Okay. All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now I hand over the floor to Mr. Trivedi for closing comments.
Thank you. We thank all the participants for attending this session. We believe that we have satisfactorily run you through our company and financials and addressed every arising questions thereon put up on the floor by the participants. And we assure you that the company is on the right path and will be going as per the guidance. And if you still have any further questions, you may reach out to us. Thank you very much. Please follow up Investors Relations team, Kunal Shah, Vinayak from Captive Wire, if you have any questions which weren't covered up in the session. And hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the conference call for today. Thank you for your participation. You may now disconnect your lines. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.